On this morning's meander, we find ourselves along the Rancocas at the Rancocas Creek access for canoes and kayaks and boat launches. And in this area, what is of interest to us is looking for signs of the old ferry docks and toll houses and bridges, because nearby Bridgeboro was called Bridgeboro because it had several connecting bridges starting in the late 1600s. And there were ferries that people were ferried across different portions to Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And in this area, Jesse found signs of old pylons. You see as I zoom in and come across, you'll see wood sticking up there in the shot. And across the way, that's where some of this activity took place. I've read and did some research on the area, and there were certainly signs. And what I wanted to see, one of the reasons we came out here, was the Tug and Sco graveyard, which there's some antiquated ships, according to the research, that at low tide you'll see those remnants. But what we see across the way here is Fenton Island, which is a little patch of an island. Folks canoe out there, or a kayak actually. There's a gentleman out there with his dog. Now, way back on the other side of Fenton Island, we noticed this little tower. I'm not quite sure what this structure is. It could be part of something industrial that was in the area at one time. But along that line right there and down a little further is where I believe, when I was looking at Google Maps, is the Tug and Sco graveyard. So perhaps this is a portion of where they launched and landed from way back when. So, and what's this floating in the background here? I can't tell zooming in enough. It looks like there's a barrel or another boat floating over there.
Dead body.
It could be. You never know how many bodies are back here. So we'll have to perhaps make another video of going to that area and finding the exact location where we can see it in lower tide. And in the back, you'll see some private launches for boats and stuff like that. And along this edge here, there's old stone walls in there. That's part of the area, this was a place where you launch your boat, come across. The earlier toll houses and ferries of New Jersey were in this area. And there's an old stone wall, as I said, and in this area, in there, you probably see an old boat engine that was dumped there. You got a lot of the shoreline flora and fauna here. Wifey doing some bird checking with her binocular. And it's just a beautiful day out as we stand upon this little jetty, a little pier that goes down. As you can see, where folks can bring their boat and canoes and launch over here. There's some old material from what it once was. And like I said, these date back to late 1600s, 1700s, and going forward. And there's some old brick we noticed in the water here.
In the mud.
In the mud. So that's our morning, and we thought we'd give it a share. Looking for antiquated boats. They're lost at sea, tugs and scows, and signs of old Burlington County ferries and piers and docks. We'll catch you in the next one.